wearing the white trunks trimmed with black and gold, with a perfect professional record of 7 contests, 7 wins, all inside the scheduled distance. Here comes the ring as the 2-time ABA champion. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Olympic Super Heavyweight Gold Medal of the 2012 Olympics. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the undefeated AJ Anthony Joshua! Thank you. The bell is Gary Brennan, our referee in charge of the action is Steve Gray. 8 rounds of boxing, and introducing to you firstly, please welcome Konstantin Airich. This is 8 3-minute rounds.
Anthony. Okay, boys, if a call break, you take 1 step back. Don't let any of your punches go on the back. And most importantly, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck, boys.
Well, Airich has been around the block as Joshua gets ready for his 8th professional fight. Airich has shot, and in his only appearance in the UK 3.5 years ago, he lasted just 74 seconds against Ty Fields. Joshua has a habit of catching opponents early. Let's see what happens here. Joshua, big, physically imposing, and then when he does land clean, the power is just far too much for him.
Yeah, and there's a few things he does naturally which he's definitely not been taught. You know, he's doing one just as I'm talking. You know, and as you say, he's controlled, he make it messy, he keeps them at arm's length.
Look at this jab.
I mean, that's terrific.
Just spearing into Airich. And Airich lacking the movement to get out of the way of him, and then just turning the corner with that cheeky little left hand as well. Just measuring him up. Airich managed to block that, and then a little assault from the veteran with Anthony Joshua. How's he going to take being hit hard on the chin? We don't know the answer. We will one day again, in and out of range so quickly as well, as you said.
For a heavyweight, a problem, but having said that, his foot movement's good. You know, he doesn't pull his half step back as Airich tried to come forward. So they're certainly doing a good job. When you're dealing with the lighter weights, you can move them up in with heavier guys. I think they've managed some of that recently.
Yes, just
with
a bit.
Joshua.
Yes, in case you didn't get out with Vladimir Klitschko. It doesn't get any better than that. Again, spearing, hurtful. Airich looking to land the right hand of his own. I think the heads just came together then, acknowledged. And you can see Airich very careful, just watching how he goes in.
I mean, what we do need to see is someone who can take him a few rounds. Will Airich be able to do that? I'm not so
sure. Body shot in there from Airich. They're just letting the punches go. Another good body shot from Airich. Yeah, it's that. That's what does it. It's that 1-2, that right. Beating. Joshua has never been past 2 rounds. Is this going to be another second-round victim, or will he go into new territory? In the first, 4 in the second. Is this number 5 here? And he's certainly opening up as if he wants him right here. And Airich shipping some punishment.
Yeah, well, Joshua,
right hand of his own, though.
He was throwing solid punches towards the end of the opening rounds. He did that leader at one time. If he can get them out, he gets them out.
It's interesting when Airich landed a big power puncher in the heavyweight division anyway. Well, that must have...
And I think the jab is also saying there's nothing he can do about that. Solid punches. That was perfect balance.
He was out of range for that. But it's just a case of the bomb site retrained, isn't it? A couple of digs to the midsection from Airich. Anchor in this fight so far, Joshua.
Yeah, they've the ball out, the gum
thrown out as well. Joshua's corner. Is retrieved. So a breather for Airich. He was out there with Klitschko. He said he just learned so much. People who work with him say he really is a sponge. Get all up, all that knowledge, all that experience, takes it all on board.
We've got to give Airich a little along the way. Kept his chin out of harm's way.
Little combination, but as you say, once again, Airich, worth repeating again, he might have been bombed out a couple of times. Went for the big bomb himself there, but he has gone the distance against...
Well, I was about to say earlier, I'm going to see him, you know, after 5 or 6 rounds, what kind of natural stamina he has. There's certainly no signs of it. It'll be good if we see it.
All the kid's got, right? He's just trying to, when you throw a jab, he's just trying to swing it.
Working well, keep doing it. Sooner or later, you'll catch him clean, taking nothing, getting good punches home, putting combat.
Looking at how long a Joshua fight is scheduled. For anyone who's interested, this one is down for 8. Airich doing a nice job of making Joshua miss from the Watford man.
Oh, that's the one.
Didn't miss that time. Took everything, didn't he? One big right hand and a punch.
That was well after he was on the floor. Joshua has to be careful.
You okay? Hands up.
Steve Gray asks Airich if he's okay. It was that big swinging right hand, and Steve Gray is right on that, and right, as you say, Jim, well after. So is resistance about to prove Konstantin Airich?
Now there's a difference in Airich. He's got full power, and that was bang on the chin. He did well to take that and still be in there. Full credit to him.
And it gets another one. The towels come in, and he got absolutely slaughtered with a left hand right on the decision of Steve Gray to jump in there. They'd seen it up, and they said, "I'm getting the towel in." And Steve Gray, I think, had seen it up as well. It was that did all the damage.
Well, we complimented Airich the way he was giving it a fight to Joshua, but that big right hand, the first one that landed cleanly on the chin and then caused the knockdown, you could see the difference in Airich when he got back up again. Can't blame him, he certainly were quite right. We knew what was on the way, and just before referee Steve, the finishing punches did land. But another terrific performance, Joshua, and a little bit of credit to Airich for making him work for it.
It is. That did all the damage.
That one landed cleanly on the chin. He was landing, you know, punches to the forehead, and that was the finish. And he was on the way to the floor. So I mean, at this stage, I tell you, you have to really be careful of that. So down he goes, and this is the finish now. Nowhere to go, matter of time. So thankfully, didn't have to take too many more.
Job done for Anthony Joshua. And as you say, no one's going to argue with this stoppage. Airich had done what he could do. Disqualification. Yeah, was it a bit of youthful enthusiasm? Yeah, was it a bit of spite? What do you think?
He get carried away, you know.
Anthony Joshua!
The story continues to build, and it'll carry on.
And this is the finish now. Nowhere to go, matter of time. So thankfully, didn't have to take too many more.
Job done. 8 out of 8 for Anthony Joshua. And as you say, no one's going to argue with this stoppage. Airich had done what he could do. The corner had seen enough. Steve Gray had seen enough. We'd seen enough. Joshua had seen enough. There is going to be some talk about that one when he hit him when he was on the floor as well. And as you say, Jim, you've got to be careful with that, because that could be grounds for disqualification. Yeah, was it a bit of youthful enthusiasm? Yeah, was it a bit of spite? What do you think?
He get carried away. You know, he's used to finishing opponents, but you have to pay attention to that. I mean, when you think, can you imagine maybe a couple of warnings beforehand for low blows or whatever, and that's the thing that just turns a disqualification against you. Just maybe too much enthusiasm, but